Welcome back to Ride Radar, the place where passion meets performance, and today we're diving into one of the most futuristic, electrifying, and jaw-dropping cars out there, the Jaguar I-Type. This isn't your average road-going machinea, it's Jaguar's Formula E racer, a car that represents the pinnacle of electric motorsport engineering. Even though it's not sold as a consumer vehicle, the I-Type is a rolling laboratory that demonstrates where Jaguar is headed in terms of technology, design, and electric performance. And believe me, when you see what this car is capable of, you'll realize just how important it is not just for racing, but for the future cars that will eventually end up in your driveway. Let's start with the way it looks, because even at a standstill, the Jaguar I-Type looks like it's already flying at 200 miles an hour. The exterior design is the perfect marriage between aerodynamic necessity and visual theater. Every surface, every angle, every contour has a purpose. From the moment you set eyes on it, you can tell it was sculpted not in an artist's studio but in a wind tunnel, refined again and again to cheat the air. The front of the I-Type is incredibly low and sharp, with the nose that seems like it's slicing through the air even when parked. Its wing-like front suspension arms aren't just holding the wheels in place, they're carefully shaped to channel airflow around the car, directing it where engineers need it to go. The front wing, with its multiple layers and aerodynamic flicks, creates downforce while minimizing drag, which is crucial in a series like Formula E where energy efficiency is as important as outright speed. Moving to the sides, the bodywork wraps tightly around the components. It looks lean, almost skeletal, and that's by design, because the less frontal area exposed to the wind, the better. The side pods are sculpted not only to cool the battery and electronics but also to funnel air cleanly to the rear wing. That rear wing, with its bold horizontal structure, gives the car stability at high speeds and adds visual drama. The car sits on 18-inch wheels with Michelin tires that are unique in motorsport because they're all-weather, capable of running in both dry and wet conditions. Unlike Formula One cars, which swap out tire compounds, Formula E cars like the Jaguar I-Type demonstrate adaptability, and that philosophy is visible in every inch of its design. But it's not just about how it looks, it's about what it represents. Jaguar has designed the I-Type not to be a show car but a competitive machine that competes in the ABB FIA Formula E World Championship. That means its design language has been dictated entirely by the demands of racing. The lack of unnecessary ornamentation, the exposed suspension arms, the clean body panels, they all scream function over form. Yet somehow, Jaguar has made that functionality look stunning, with sleek paint schemes, bold Jaguar graphics, and a futuristic aesthetic that would look just as at home in a sci-fi blockbuster as it does on the streets of Monaco or New York when Formula E comes to town. It's a rolling piece of art, but also a weapon built to fight for tenths of a second on the racetrack. Now let's dive into the key features, because the Jaguar I-Type is packed with innovations that go way beyond what we see on the surface. One of the most important aspects of this car is its electric powertrain. The I-Type is powered by a motor generator unit developed by Jaguar Racing, capable of producing up to 350 kilowatts of power in qualifying trim, which translates to nearly 470 horsepower. In race conditions, output is capped at 300 kilowatts, or about 402 horsepower. What's remarkable is how efficiently that power is deployed. Formula E cars don't have the luxury of pit stops for refueling, as they rely entirely on a 51 kilowatt-hours battery supplied by Williams Advanced Engineering or McLaren Applied, depending on the generation of the car. Jaguar's challenge has been to extract maximum performance while conserving energy, and that's where the real magic lies. Features like regenerative braking play a massive role here. When drivers brake, the I-Type's motor works in reverse, turning kinetic energy into electrical energy that recharges the battery. Up to 40% of the energy used in a race can be recovered this way, making energy management a crucial skill for both car and driver. Another standout feature is the software. The Jaguar I-Type isn't just a mechanical beast, it's a digital one. Jaguar Racing engineers spend countless hours refining algorithms that manage power delivery, energy harvesting, and traction. The driver has to adjust settings on the fly, balancing aggression with efficiency. This makes the car not only a showcase of hardware but also of intelligence. Then there are the safety features. which are cutting edge. The I-Type includes the fire-mandated halo device to protect the driver's head, crash structures designed to absorb massive impacts, and a chassis built by Spark Racing technology that ensures consistency and safety across the Formula E grid. Jaguar's unique twist lies in the refinement of its powertrain and the way it integrates with the spec chassis, turning a shared foundation into a uniquely Jaguar weapon. Inside the cockpit, the Jaguar I-Type is a fascinating mix of minimalism and complexity. Don't expect leather seats or ambient lighting, as this is a race car, so it's stripped to the essentials. The driver sits though in a carbon fiber tub, strapped onto a racing harness, with controls clustered around a steering wheel that looks like something out of a fighter jet. That wheel is the nerve center of the car, packed with buttons and switches that control everything from energy deployment modes to brake bias adjustments. There's a digital display providing live feedback on power usage, battery temperature, lap times, and strategy. Comfort is irrelevant here. Everything is designed for function. Yet there's still an artistry in how Jaguar has made it all fit together. The ergonomics are finely tuned to allow the driver to make split-second decisions without distraction. This interior may not be luxurious, but it's thrilling in its focus, embodying the essence of motorsport. Performance is where the Jaguar I-Type truly shines, and it's here that we see why this car is such a big deal. With instant torque from the electric motor, acceleration is brutal as 0 to 60 miles per hour comes in about 2.8 seconds, rivaling the fastest hypercars on the planet. Top speed is around 174 miles per hour, which might not sound like much compared to Formula 1, but remember, Formula E races take place on tight street circuits where agility and efficiency matter more than outright top speed. The handling of the I-Type is razor sharp, thanks to a low center of gravity from the battery placement and advanced suspension geometry. Drivers talk about the challenge of threading these cars through bumpy city streets at the limit, with the constant balancing act of conserving energy while attacking corners. What's more, the car has to do all of this while being incredibly efficient, because every watt of energy counts. The engine, or rather the electric motor, is a marvel. With no gears beyond a single-speed transmission, power delivery is seamless, and the lack of engine noise creates an otherworldly experience. Instead of the roar of combustion, you hear the high-pitched whine of the motor, the screech of tires, and the whoosh of air. An entirely different soundtrack, but one that emphasizes the futuristic nature of the car. Jaguar's design elements like the signature livery with flashes of teal, the bold Jaguar emblem on the nose, and the striking stanza ensure that this car is instantly recognizable on track, reinforcing its identity. And while the Jaguar I-Type itself isn't for sale, the technology it showcases does filter down into road cars like the Jaguar I-Pace, an all-electric SUV. In many ways, the I-Type is a priceless machine, but if you had to put a number on the development, engineering, and technology inside it, you'd easily be looking at millions of dollars. What Jaguar is doing with the I-Type is investing in the future, proving that electric racing can be thrilling, competitive, and a genuine test bed for the EVs you and I will be driving in the coming years. So, is the Jaguar I-Type just a race car, or is it something more? I'd argue it's both. It's a symbol of Jaguar's commitment to electrification, a demonstration of what's possible when you push electric technology to its limits, and an inspiration for the next generation of performance vehicles. From its breathtaking exterior design to its cutting-edge features, stripped-down cockpit, and blistering performance, the I-Type is proof that the future of motorsport and perhaps the future of driving itself can be electric without losing any of the excitement.